Let me get this Russian thing out the way, baby. Russian. Let's get this Russian thing out of the way. We are here, man. Welcome to Internet People Podcast. I am your host, Kenyonlong here. Do like your mama does and your cousin does too. Hit that subscribe button wherever you listen to this at, man. Because we are on all podcast platforms because we are podcast agnostic. And make sure you check out Internet People Podcast TikTok channel as well as YouTube channel, Internet People Podcast, man. From Paris with love, baby. I'm back once again, baby. Happy to be here. And, you know, we switching it up. You checking out the background here. We switching it up, man. I'm good. Fresh back from Vegas. Back from Vegas, man. I was over there for a Grammy weekend, man. But before I even get into that, you already know, man. This is brought to you by the brand new link, Beacons. Hit that Beacons link, man. Check me out. Support me on all social media. Everywhere, man. You know I'm killing it on TikTok. I get that. Thank you for the love on TikTok. You've been seeing me on the YouTube Shorts on the Kenyonlong show. Thank you for that, man. Then you've been checking out the main channel as well. So everybody been jumping on the main channel, Kenyonlong. So all you gotta do is hit the link, man. Follow me everywhere, man. Support me everywhere, fam. There's different things. Facebook at Kenyon Comedy as well. Different things, man, on different pages. But make sure you check it out. Support me everywhere, man. Shouts out to the fam out there, man. Join that community too, man. I got a community. Join the community right now, man. Stay tapped in what I got going on in person, online. What you missed. You're right. We ain't scamming you. We ain't shamming you. All right. That's all I got to say. So make sure you hit that, man. We here, baby. Back from Vegas, baby. Back in LA from Vegas, man. It's been since 17, 16 since I was there in Vegas, man. Didn't have a good time last time I was there. All right. I caught the flu last time I was there, man. And I remember my wife made me drive back home, and she's like, yo, you gonna drive home? I was like, man, I don't know. I feel hot. You know, we staying at the Stratosphere Hotel, and I'm just, one with the Space Needle. And I'm just like, yo, I don't feel too good, man. I don't know. She's like, yo, you'll be all right. Just like 4 hours. And I'm like, my fever and everything, and I'm sweating. And yeah, man, I think I caught the flu from the Stratosphere, man. That was good day one, but day two, man, it was a wrap. It was a wrap for your boy, man. So the last time I was in Vegas, and it was not good, man. So I wish I had a great story like, yo, man, I turned up, you know what I mean? I was at the club till 4 a.m. I seen, Justin Bieber invited me to his booth. We was chilling, popping bottles. That didn't happen. I caught the flu at the Stratosphere, right? That's what it was. So I was in town, man, working the Grammys, Grammy weekend, man. So it was good to be there. It's quick though. I was there quick. I wasn't even there for the Grammys. I was there for like a day and a half. And I get there on Friday and I'm just like, you got this flow. For me, I got this flow right now where my weeks go. Wake up, go to the gym. All right, wake up, drop my daughter off at school. Okay, go to the gym, come back. Either I'm editing video, shooting TikToks, going live on TikTok, checking out YouTube analytics, figuring out what I'm going to do on YouTube. All right. And, the rest of the day, it just may take a turn. Cook, eat breakfast, eat lunch, probably pick my daughter up from school. I could make a couple phone calls, check email. Like, that's how the day go. But when you go on, and I'm not on vacation, I was working, but when you go on vacation, the first day, I just didn't know what to do. I was like, wait a minute. You turn on the TV, when you ain't never home, even though this is the pandemic, right? And so we all been home now. But when I'm usually not watching TV in the daytime. I really don't watch TV, I just work. If I'm at home, I'm working, on everything, all my content, on my whole content family. So, it's just like, it's 1 o'clock. What's on TV right now? I'm like flipping the hotel. I stayed at the Virgin Hotel, man. Nice hotel, man. First time staying at the Virgin. Shouts out to the Virgin, man. Nice. And I'm just like, what's on TV? What I should be doing? I was like half asleep. All right. I was half asleep. My wife woke up early. I was half asleep. So I'm half asleep and I should get a nap. in. You know, like you should get a nap in. And that's what you should do. When you go to Vegas, you definitely want to pace yourself. And it depends how long you're going to be out there. But you definitely want to pace yourself. So I was like, yo, I went with my boy. We went to go get something to eat. You know, we had our rosaritas, right? Burritos. And next thing you know, on the way there, right? On the way, on the corner, I'm like in Vegas in 10 minutes. First 10 minutes, okay, let's just say first hour I was there. I'm going to get something to eat, me and my boy, and this homeless dude, right? Like we almost get hit by a truck. So I see the sign that said walk, and so we about to walk. And next thing you know, I see a truck just turn the corner, and my boy's about to walk across the street. So I put my arm out like this, and like, yo, you know, there's a truck right there. Now, we wasn't even in the walkway. We were just like straight up. I don't know why we was there. We was like not in the walkway. We was on the corner, close to the walkway. We were literally about to just walk in the street. And next thing you know, the homeless dude starts to walk, and he kept going. And sure enough, like the truck rolls over his foot. He's like, oh my God. Oh, damn. Damn. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Help me. It hurts. And so you ever, you know, this is one of those, once again, shouts out to the GOAT, John Kenyon. You know, darn man, I know what you're doing. All right? I see what you're doing, darn man. So shouts out to you. You use my co-host, Ask for J. Thomas, in one of your videos. I see what you're doing, darn man. All right. But look, John Kenyon is crawl so you can walk, so you can run, because you killing it. And I'm darn man, I'm free right now. You want me to drop it in one of them videos? I'm cool. I'm free with it, darn man. And so we just looking at each other, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, did it really happen? Because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, he looked a little Meth-Ish. You know what I mean? Definitely looked a little Meth-Ish. You know, but it's like, okay, did he really get hit? Then I look down at his foot, and his foot starts going purple. And I'm like, oh, he did get hit. Because it looked weird. Like, he looked kind of zonked out. You know, he was kind of zonked out. Like, he didn't had a couple of meth burgers. Right. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't had a couple of meth burgers to where it's just like, you know, he just kind of zonked out. Because he just kind of kept walking. And then he was like, oh, my foot. Damn, it hurts. And so my boy calls 911. I start looking at his toes. His toes did start bleeding. I'm like, oh, okay. He's not really playing. He did get his foot run over. So he's like screaming and yelling. The rest of the people that was near us, they just kept walking. They just kept walking, man. Shame on you. Shame. You should be ashamed of yourself. They just kept walking, and we were just like, all right. So my boy calls 911. I'm like, okay, dude, we gonna get you some help. His clothes is like still in the street. So we up there calling 911. You know, 911 is like, and there's no cops around. Vegas, no cops around. No cops around. And we call him 911. Meanwhile, old boy had like a Fanta. He had a red Fanta. All right, he's a red Fanta. Red Fanta flew on the ground. And he just like, I don't want something to drink. I'm thirsty. Now, needless to say, he's missing a couple of teeth in the front. Is missing. All right, so that's where my theory about being a little Meth-Ish. You know what I mean? It's blackish. There's woke-ish. I don't know, blackish, mixed-ish. All right, but also there's Meth-Ish. So he's just a little Meth-Ish, man. And I don't know what was in the Fanta, but that Fanta, it was hot in Vegas too. It's like 80, about 90 in Vegas in the morning. I'm like, you're already ready for it. So Fanta's like half bent up. He wants some water. Thankfully, a guy was on the corner. He gave us his bottle of water. I handed it to him. We're like, oh, thank you. You know what I mean? He kind of like poured the water on himself, though. I don't even think he drank it. He just kind of poured it on himself. And he just kept screaming, my foot hurt. I'm like, man, yo, and my boy's talking to 911. 911's like, yo, can you administer CPR or something? And he's like, look, man, I need professionals to come through. You know what I mean? Like, this dude, I don't know. He's screaming, he's rocking and rolling. He's clearly tweaking. And, so he don't need no CPR. 911. We just need the ambulance to come. We just need the ambulance to come. And so, it's just like they was taking a minute. This dude's screaming. And he's like, yo, man, he's still right here. He's right here, right beside us. So Shouts out to him, man, on the way to Rosarito's. And we had to wait for the cop to pull up on the motorcycle cop. I waved him down, flagged him down. And, he took our information and, he saw the guy. And then finally, the ambulance, ambulance came. Well, really, that was the fire truck, actually. So a fire truck came. And, man, so he got his attention, man. And the cop was like, all right, man, we got it from here. You guys can go get something to eat. I said, no, you done your citizen job. So I did my citizen job, baby. I did my citizen job, in Vegas, and hey, my civic duty, man. So Vegas was cool. Man. I mean, I was there just so quick. It didn't even feel like I was there, but I wasn't there. I took a nap after I got the burrito. Once again, shouts out to Rosarito, Golden M. The burrito was good. I mean, big. When I get a shrimp burrito and I see the shrimp like big, like straight up big shrimp, I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all ain't playing. This ain't them little salad shrimp. This is a big shrimp. You know what I mean? It's that go for Mexico. Go for Mexico shrimp. Avocados from Mexico. It's that go for Mexico shrimp. I'm like, oh, okay. And it was cheap too? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Apparently Rosarita's is in San Diego as well, but that's where my boy used to go to college and eat there. So he's like, yo, man, we're going to eat here. And apparently he loved eating there every day. Every day. I did not do that. So out there in Vegas, man, gambling. When you go to Vegas, man, just to let you guys know, it's some people who have. I just saw a homie who just got on the plane for the first time. All right, there's some people that have not been to Vegas. I don't think my mama been to Vegas. So there's people who haven't been to Vegas. So I'm talking to you specifically, okay? All right, and you haven't been to Vegas. I got some tips for you. But when it comes to the ultimate tip, you want to save time and save money, man. Instacart, my friends at Instacart, man. Like right now, I'm filming my podcast, okay? But when it comes to telling my wife I'm hungry, all right, let's get these groceries ordered while I'm away or I'm doing my podcast. She goes straight to the app and use Instacart, baby. Instacart, save time, save money using Instacart, man. I am an Instacart affiliate, man, and of course, use it every week, man. Every week. All right. So we shop on groceries using Instacart, man. It's short, simple, and easy, man. Save time, man. Save money. Use Instacart today. Description, link in the description, man. Make sure you smack that, all right? And if you're doing podcasts like everybody else, man, make sure you have a video component. Make sure you use Tubebuddy. Tubebuddy, baby. That's right. Tubebuddy, man, is great, man. It helps me grow on my YouTube channel this week. All right, this week, man. I look for great, dope topics. Helps me do research about competitors or friends. I should say, not competitors on YouTube. Because there's a bunch of people and there's an audience for everybody. But Tubebuddy helps you, man, save time as well. We all about saving time, man. So use Tubebuddy, man. Gives you analytics, goes deep dive, tells you best time to post, gives you suggestions about videos that's doing great that even you can do, all right? But maybe for your channel, besides your channel, maybe. So I use it on the Kenyonlong show, of course. All right, I use it on the Kenyonlong main channel as well. We just crossed over 40,000 views on the Kenyonlong show. So shouts out to you, baby. Thank you for checking out the Kenyonlong show, man. So use Tubebuddy, description, and link in the description below, man. I keep saying that. So when it comes to Vegas, man, you want to set yourself, all right, if you're the first time going to Vegas, and I met some guys, I wish they could have saw this video, all right? I met some young kids from South Carolina, and I wish I could have talked to them, right? So this video is dedicated to them. But you go to Vegas, man, one thing is set your budget, all right? Set your budget when you go to Vegas, man, all right? The house always wins. So for me, I try to like set a minimum or a maximum, all right? I think rarely, the first time I went to Vegas ever, I had like $600. Which is so crazy to me now. Like, $600 to drop in Vegas. I think that included hotels. That wasn't just straight gambling, because I definitely haven't had a job like that where I got like $600 to blow. But I think that included like meals and stuff. But, a lot of gambling money. I feel like it was like $400 in gambling, though. You know what I mean? $200 in meals, $400 on the tables. So set yourself up for success, all right? You may not be on top, all right? But you don't want to take an L. You want to break even, all right? You want to break even or if you can get out on top, I do that. That's what you should do, okay? I had a small budget because I was only there for a little bit of time. So I had very, very small budget. I'm talking about $100 budget. And on your budget, man, whatever games you play that you think you're good at, choose them games. All right, choose them games. Don't get blinded by the light. Don't get blinded by the lights, okay? You see people screaming and yelling at the craps table. I don't know how to play craps, okay? People going crazy at the roulette table. I don't know how to play roulette. I've been told it's one of the best odds. And I was going to play. I was at the Tropicana, you know what I mean? The Hooters Hotel, right? And in the Oreo Casino. And I was looking. I'm like, no. You know what I mean? I ain't got time to learn. I just didn't have enough time, you know what I mean? I didn't have a day of gambling going on, a couple of hours of gambling. Didn't have it. So I got to go with what I know. Blackjack and 25-cent slots. That's what I do, baby. Some people like dollar slots. Some people got enough money to do $5 slots. I go to the 25-cent slots because guess what? My money don't go that fast. All right, I'll put $20 in. At least I got a couple of pulls. At least I'm there for about 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Give me 5 minutes. I don't want to see my $20 go away in 4 minutes, in 3 minutes, in 1 minute, you know? Shing. So set that, man. Whatever game you're good at, do that or whatever. Blackjack is cool because if you get a good dealer, they will help you out. And the people at the table will help you out. Now, I know people at craps help you out or roulette help you out too because you try to beat them, whatever. Once again, I had no time to do craps. Maybe I'll do it again. So let's do that. When it comes to, that's just gambling for purposes, all right? When it comes to going out, all right, I did not go out to the clubs, but if you're talking about going out to a club, this is where you see it in the movies. When you see it in the movies, when you saw like the security guard, not letting people in based on the way they look, you know what I mean? Like, no, you too ugly. You know what I mean? That's what happens. It comes from Vegas. It comes from Vegas, okay? You got big, buff security guards looking like they work out at LA Fitness, all right? They don't work at Crunch Fitness. Like, security guards, doormen in Vegas at clubs, they don't go to Crunch Fitness. No, you know what I mean? That they don't go. That's LA Fitness right there. That's an LA Fitness party. That's I forgot the other one, man. It just slipped my mind. But the one with the yellow logo and Arnold Schwarzenegger. So yeah, man. So they gonna stop you unless you got enough women with you. Unless you buying the table, unless you buying the bottle, or you got enough women with you. So don't be a bunch of dudes like we did back in the day. The first time me and my fellas went to Vegas, it was a bunch of dudes. And we had to pay. If it's a bunch of dudes, you're going to have to pay. You know, now, given with these COVID times, I don't know, man. Maybe 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 per person to get in if it's just a bunch of dudes. So make sure you bring some ladies. Little hack for you. If you find a girl, just walking around about to go into the club, like, hey, get in line with me. A bunch of all your friends, get in line with me. All right? Because you need to add girls to it because they're not going to let you in. And don't let them be ugly either, all right? Don't add no mud ducks. Quack, quack. You know what I mean? Don't add no mud ducks to your party, okay? Make sure they fine, you know what I mean? At least look good. So that's another tip for you, man. I met these young guys from South Carolina. Another thing is, the mega tip is, don't be in Vegas longer than 3 days, all right? 3 days is enough, especially if you like partying and stuff. You got, it's just too much. Because you're going to lose on one end. You're going to lose some sleep. You're going to lose some money. You're going to lose both. But I met these kids as I was watching the Duke, North Carolina game. I don't even want to talk about it. But these kids was there. They was there for 7 days in Vegas, bro. 7 days. 7 days in Vegas. When we went to Vegas the first time, we were my college friends. It was like 6 days. And the people were like, people told me the same thing. That's too much for Vegas. That's too much. And clearly, our average wake-up time was 1 p.m., 1:30, sometimes 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. You know what I mean? Like, we almost waking up. It's almost dinner time. You know what I mean? So these guys were tired. They had one of them had lost a phone. Been there. Well, not the phone, but lost a cell phone. Sound like they was running out of money. Exactly. And they was ready to go back to South Carolina. I said, hey, man, this is way too long, young buck. Way too long to be out here in Vegas, man. But they ain't know, man. When you from North Carolina, you don't know it, man. You from North Carolina, South Carolina, from the South, all right? I won't say Atlanta because, now Atlanta's just like, they've been doing stuff. But I'm just talking about other smaller states other than Georgia. You don't know, man. You just booking a vacation. I'm going to do a week. I'm going to do a week in LA, in Vegas, and that's just what you know, man. That's just what you know, man. But you find out in Vegas you can't do that, man. It's just too much, man. It's too much. So don't do that, all right? These guys were in a bad predicament. I think they was about to start calling their mama for money. You know it's bad when you call your mama for money. When you start calling home and you on vacation, that's a problem. That's a problem. When you start calling home for money and you on vacation, that's a problem. You done effed up. You done effed up somewhere. Somewhere in the vacation, you done effed up, all right? You done effed up. I watched enough Locked Up Abroad to know, and that's my show. I don't watch enough Locked Up Abroad to know if you calling somebody from vacation from home for some money, you done effed up somewhere. Somewhere in the line, you know what I mean? I met a guy, he was working, nice guy who was working at the Virgin Hotel. I think he was like wiping down the machines. I think he wiped down the machines, you know what I mean? I think he just, spit shining the machines. And he just talked to me about some, older guy, Latino, and he was just like, saw some girl walk by. He's like, hell, man, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But you gotta be careful. Be careful, man. I had a buddy who, met one of these girls there, and he got a sexually transmitted disease, so you gotta be careful. I was like, oh, thank you. All right, so that's from that old guy to let you guys know, man. Everything ain't what it seems in Vegas either, man. You may see a bad girl. She may walk up and start talking to you. All right. Does she like you for you, though? Does she like you for you, or does she have another ulterior motive? All right, you gotta like, you know what I mean? You see some girl by herself, you gotta watch out. As a man, you gotta watch out. You gotta keep them peepers peeling. You know what I mean? Because could be a setup. She could be trying to, line you up. Could be lining you up, man. Or she could be trying to get that wallet. You know what I mean? As soon as you wake up in the morning, all right, you know what I mean? All your orifices are sore. You know what I mean? I know how you guys are out there. You know what I mean? I know how you rich white men are out there, man. Some of your orifices are sore. All right, you may have had a good time, but also you check that wallet. Look at the little light. Looking a little light in the wallet, man. She done took the wallet and everything and excused herself. Okay, so you got to be careful in Vegas, man. You see a group of girls, that's cool. But you see like a solo chick just walking up and, casually by herself. Be careful. Be careful, man. You might get set up, man. You might get set up, man. So those are my Vegas tips, man. I was there quick. You know what I mean? That was funny. But I was there quick, man. Walked the strip. A couple of new hotels are there I haven't seen. T-Mobile Arena. Didn't get a chance to see the UFC stuff, but maybe I'll go back for a fight. I know I will, man. And if you want custom videos and shout outs, man, make sure you hit the beacons and scroll down to the bottom. Yes, get a custom video shout out from your boy Kenyonlong here, man. All you got to do is submit that request and get that, man. And it's all good to the gravy, fam. Also, make sure you drop your email, join the community, man. In the news also, man, Kanye West is not going to Coachella, man. Yeezy is not going to Coachella, man. At this point, man, I don't even know the lineup. I don't want to stop my computer. I don't know the lineup of Coachella, but I just know it ain't popping. So bad that now the ticket prices are going down. They're going down, baby. Coachella's going down, man. Travis Scott was supposed to be the headliner. Then he had the whole fiasco with Astro World. All right, so, shouts out to the victors of Astro World and the families. So Travis Scott, not the headliner. All right. Then you had Kanye going to be the headliner. But Kanye was going to bring out Travis Scott. So it's kind of like, oh, you still get Travis, but you also get Kanye West. But now Kanye West done wild out. You know what I mean? We didn't have a crazy do you think about it, man? 2022, we didn't have a crazy 3 months. This is April right now. What's that? Well, phrase 3 months. This is month 4, but give April some time. I forgot. That was already in April, right? When we had Will Smith. Okay, all right. So we had crazy 4 months so far with Kanye West wilding out, harassing Kim, harassing Pete Davidson. Okay. To, Will Smith smacking, all right, Chris Rock, to well, Travis Scott was a couple of months ago, but it's been a while. 2022 already out the gate, man. You know what I mean? So now that ticket prices are going down for Coachella, I may or may not be out there at Coachella. We'll see. If you want to find out, make sure you follow me on IG, baby. You know what I mean? Tap into that IG story and also TikTok story. You may find out. So yeah, man, ticket prices going down, man. Coachella's the down year, man. This is the year they come back, and it's gonna be a down year. I don't know, man. Maybe who should be the headliner for Coachella, man? You know what I mean? You're supposed to be somebody rap related. You know, let's bring LL Cool J. All right, let's bring LL Cool J, man. It's time to bridge the gap. I don't want us to forget as we going into a new millennium tour. Let's not forget about the 80s. All right, it's time we get to the point where 80s is really old school. Let's not forget about the 80s. Me and my daughter was watching iHeartRadio Awards, and LL Cool J opened up. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. All right, Uncle L out there opening up, man. The GOAT. He's definitely one of the greatest rappers of all time. LL Cool J. Facts. Battle rapper. Okay. Successful commercial rapper on the charts. Okay. Plaques. Multi-platinum. Okay. All right. Span over a decade with different decades. All right. So definitely one of the greatest of all time. Uncle L. So maybe it should be somebody from the 80s, man. Somebody from the 80s, man. LL Cool J. We could do somebody from the 90s. Coachella, get somebody from the 90s, man. I wouldn't mind Gym Class Heroes. I seen Travi on TikTok. Gym Class Heroes, man. Take a look at my girlfriend, cause she the only one I got. Da 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 da. I like Gym Class Heroes because Travis was like the first dude I seen like rapping with a rock pop band. You know what I mean? With just, you know what I mean? So I was just like, yo, this is a black dude, maybe a mixed black dude rapping with he's writing good songs too with a rock pop band. And man, Gym Class Heroes, man. I definitely need to listen to that this week. Maybe I'll take my daily walk, listen to some Gym Class Heroes, man. Maybe they can be head of Coachella. All right. I don't know, man. But look, speaking of March Madness, man, I love it. Of course, we talked about it on the Kenyonlong show. But, yeah, man, definitely sad, pissed that Duke lost to Carolina. Coach K's last game. Last game, man. Last game is Coach K as the coach of Duke. And, you already know, man, I'm a Duke fan. And, yo, man, I was pissed, man. I was so pissed I couldn't gamble. I was, like, pissed. Like, that was, like, I'm walking past. I'm in the MGM watching the game after the game ended, talking to random Carolina fans. And it's just like, man, I see Anthony Mackie in the MGM. I was like, oh, Anthony Mackie. I didn't even want to pull the phone out. I seen Key Wayne, producer extraordinaire Key Wayne. He had on a Braves jersey. I think that's what it looked like. But it had Key Wayne on the back. I said, oh, Key Wayne. And I just seen that, I'm like trying to get my dad want a t-shirt that says Vegas on it. I'm like, man, I'm trying to just find a door to the strip. First I was looking just for like, the little Vegas, store in the MGM. Apparently they didn't have one. At least on the side I was on. So I was just like, man, let's just go to the strip. I was just mad, man. So I like walking down the strip just mad. It's dark. There's random people there. Somebody climbed into some kind of little bush that's just automated and trying to scare people. And, I'm just seeing random people drinking them tall Vegas drinks. Another tip for Vegas. Another tip, baby. Don't drink those big tall drinks at Vegas. I forgot what it's called. Don't do it, man. Because at the very end of that, at the very end is when you get your hangover. You know what I mean? It's not at the top. You know what I mean? But once you get to the bottom is when you get your hangover. And you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. So, man, I was just pissed, man. And I went to one hotel to gamble. I went to the New York. I just did I spent the block on the strip. I went down, came back up. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, I just mad, man. So Duke lost to North Carolina. Game back and forth, crazy, insane game, crazy. But then Carolina played Kansas in the national championship, man. Now, look, I was doing every other thing but doing that. I was actually editing YouTube videos for the Kenyonlong show. I was actually doing that. Literally, I was doing that. So I was just like, yo, man, let me check the score. Carolina was up 15. 15, I said, oh, man, I'm going to get lit up the next day. I already know these Carolina fans got my phone number ready to send a text. And then next about 15 minutes later, I look, and Kansas was up by 1. Then Kansas was up by 2. I was like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And they were going back and forth. And then I had to stop what I was doing. At that point, I'm in the bed reading a book, and I couldn't concentrate. I was like, Kansas, please. If Duke doesn't win, please. All I need is a Carolina loss. Look, I'm all for that. You know what I mean? If Duke doesn't win the national championship, that's cool. As long as Carolina don't. As long as Carolina don't. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's always a good day when Carolina don't win. So they going back and forth. I'm looking at the score. I'm on the ESPN app, and I'm just like, yo, Carolina takes the L. And, man, it was just a great day. And I started firing off of them tweets. I started firing off of them memes. I started firing off in the group chat. And, of course, you know what I mean? Everybody was lighting up the Kenyonlong show on YouTube because I did a video about Duke fan reacts. So they was already like dropping jokes over the weekend. I was like, oh, okay. All right. I got something for you. You know what I mean? Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I got you. So, yeah, man, I had fun, man. That made my Monday. That made my Monday, man. Regardless of anything else happened, that made my Monday. And Carolina lost in the national championship in a close game when they had a historic 15-point lead and still blew it. Yes, that made my Monday, man. That made my Monday. And you know what can make your Monday, man? Having a podcast distributor, man. Buzzsprout. Buzzsprout fam, of course. That's the podcast distributor I use, man. You probably already heard it, but I'm here to tell you about Buzzsprout, man. It's 2022, and everybody's still starting a podcast. All right, it ain't easy. Trust me, it is not easy. But to make it even easier, though, use Buzzsprout, man. They get my podcast out to all platforms, so I ain't got to worry about it. Just drag and drop your audio. It's good to go. Get sent out everywhere, man. Use Buzzsprout, man. Promo code in the description. Below, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So I am here back in LA, and of course, the shenanigans, of course, hosting open mics, hitting up open mics this week, man. So that's where I am. I'm not performing per se anywhere yet, but yeah, busting down these open mics, man, having fun, shooting video, working on other content, and building bridges. Building bridges. That's really all it's about, baby. Building bridges. Okay? So make sure you tap to me everywhere. Tap with me everywhere by hitting the beacons below, fam. And I see you guys in the next episode.